everyone. I'm from Pearsonville at home, which is in Old Town Spring, located just north of Houston. We're gonna do a little Valentine, and I'm going to do some stripes. So I like stripes. I dub myself the lazy painter. I'm gonna figure out the way to do it the easiest. I don't like the hard way. I am not going to do anything the hard way, so we're gonna do it the easy way. So we're gonna go ahead and flip the camera down so you won't see me for right now. We're gonna go down to the project. So here we go, here we go. All right, so you guys have already painted this piece, this little round piece here in Polynesian pink, because you know, how can you have a Valentine without starting out with Polynesian pink? It's a great color, one of my favorites. So let's go ahead and get started with our stripes. And I'm just going to start in the middle, and I'm going to use, I think this is a 1.5 inch blue tape. This one is Sharp Lines, and it's from Multi Surfaces. I only use the blue tape. I don't know, I just have always used it. I have not, I mean, I guess I've tried the green tape. You know, I don't actually care as long as I have tape that works. So I just kind of pick whatever. So I'm going to do is go, I'm not going to measure. This is not that imperative of a project, but you can also transfer this information to a piece of furniture. So you can do this project on a furniture piece. So you can kind of transfer what we're doing here on that. I will burnish this down a little bit more in a bit. And I'm going to tear myself off a little piece. So this little piece is going to be my guide, and I'm just going to pop it right next to my current line. And you want to make sure you don't bend your tape, because let me show you. It's real easy to kind of bend it, and then you have this warped edge there. So you don't want to get rough with it. Just be normal with it, I guess, gentle. All right, so we're going to get our next line here. And we're going to pop that right there. Okay. Pull this up. And we're going to pop it right down next to this. So that's all you're going to do, all the way down. And all the way on the other side. You could always start at one edge if you're doing a piece of furniture. Whatever floats your boat, you can measure right in the middle and do it exactly. I don't think it really matters. Okay, and let's get these guys going. And you can use any size tape that you want. Doesn't have to be 1.5, it could be a 1 inch. This might be 1 inch, I don't know. Anyway, I like a 3/4 inch. I was just totally out of that. This is all I have. Does that look right? Yeah. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to line this up. You just want to line it up so it's straight on that edge. So it'll be smooth to the touch. No overlap of your tape right there. Okay, this is our last one. Let's get that lined up. And it's like a perfect line there. You don't see any gap. So if this was wallpaper, it would be like perfect right there. All right, so let's get rid of this guy. So that's our guideline. We don't need him anymore. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just make sure that all my edges are pressed down. Okay, and I'm just going to get that nice and pressed on there. The blue and the pink, this Polynesian pink, sure do mess with my eyes. I don't know if it's doing that to you guys, but it does a number on mine. All right, so we're just going to make sure that those are nice and pressed. You just want to have good sharp lines. And then we've got it all pressed on well. So we are going to do our striping with Russian red. Okay, so a pink, a hot pink, and a nice vibrant red action going on this one. Okay, I'm gonna give it a good shake. Alrighty, and you guys make sure you give us thumbs up. You sprinkle this around, we appreciate it. Okay. And how I'm gonna do my stripes, I'm not gonna paint it. I tend to get a little messy and it will seep under if I do paint with a paintbrush. So I'm gonna use a makeup sponge. I buy these by the case because we use them a lot in our classes and whatnot, and sign making. So we're gonna go ahead and get our Russian red and we're gonna do our stripes. So you're just gonna dab that on. And how you do that, let me go over that real quick too. So see, that's too much paint. You're gonna dab off, and I like to use these painter's papers. Dab off enough that you're gonna have, it's not gonna be shiny at all. It's gonna be a nice flat matte look. And then you just go ahead and start tapping your red. I love red and hot pink together. They're just great colors. I'm not going to be the most conventional Valentine. I don't know. I'm not really a part of, I'm not a broken heart club, but I'm just not that Valentine girl. Maybe I am. I don't know. This is just a little more of an unconventional one that we're doing today because I love the red and pink together. Okay, let me get some more of this red. And it covers really well. Get some of this out of here. And again, we're going to dab off till it's not shiny anymore. And we're just going to tap that all the way. If we need more there, we just kind of tap, 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 tap. Okay. So far pretty easy, right? Okay, let's get a little bit more of our red. And again, Russian red and Polynesian pink. And you can pick up these little round discs anywhere. We use these in our classes, so if you're local and you do any of our shiplap classes or our sign making classes, you'll get to play with these guys. We have lots of sizes, but you can go to your craft store or your lumber store and you should be able to find something like this. I like this one because it's got holes pre-drilled on it, so I can just put a wire or some jute or what have you and just hang it up. We're almost done with our stripes. And this will be a little more subtle. I do also like a nice black and white, black and red, red and white, red and pink, whatever combo floats your boat. You could even take sheer bliss and do shimmery stripes if you wanted. Okay. All right, so I feel good about that. We've got everything covered. A little bit more right there. All right. Okie doke. Let's make sure I got all that covered. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna get rid of this little guy. Put my saran wrap. You know, I like to put saran wrap between my lid and my containers. Just makes it easier to get the lid off. Otherwise, you have to have that He-Man strength to get those lids off. They do tend to get stuck on. Especially if you're a little messier like I am, you're gonna make a little mess in there. All right, so now what we're gonna do is go ahead, moment of truth, right? We're gonna go ahead and pull back our stripey lines. Boom, I love it, y'all. All right. Okay, two more. So no need to put a top coat or no need to base coat it or whatever. Just use good tape. Use a little bit of paint. You don't want to add too much paint on there because then you can have kind of a hot mess. So I'm loving the Polynesian and Russian red stripes. So let's go ahead and hit this with a dryer. You know, when we're drying this, we dry on low or medium heat. You put it on super, super hot, it just doesn't work well with the paint couture. So we want to get those nice and dry for our next step. And when I painted the pink, I also painted the edges too, so they're pink. But I can go back later and paint them to gold or something, so it just has a little pop to it. Making sure all my stripes are nice and dry. Okay, so it should be nice and dry. Let's get rid of this tape because I can see that being a big old mess. All right. Okay. So of course you can't have Valentine's Day without a heart. So we do have to get our heart action going here. So we're going to put a heart right here in the middle. And I'm going to try to cheat this one. We're going to see. This is a stencil I cut out today with clear vinyl. And typically I would need to adhere it with a clear transfer sheet. But because it doesn't have any letters or writing, it's just a big old heart, I'm hoping I can just kind of do it without needing my transfer sheet. We'll see. Because it's kind of too late now, right? All right. Okay, I'm going to come down this way. Maybe that's my transfer tape. I don't know. I just had this around. I cut it out. All right. Okay, I'm just going to smush this down. Try to get those edges really good. Let me grab a squeegee. You can use your finger if you want. I just happen to have these little handy dandy things laying around. I'm just going to squeegee that on. Anytime you have a vinyl or stencil, I just kind of use the squeegee to make sure you try to get as many of the air bubbles out. And you can certainly use something like this also for your tape to make sure you don't have bubbles. All right. Yeah, I guess this is actually my transfer tape. I'm kind of cracking up. All right. That's all right. It'll work. It'll work in a pinch. All right. All I needed to do is be a stencil for myself. All right, so this time I'm going to go with a black heart. So totally appropriate, right? I'm not a part of that broken heart club. No, not at all. All right, but I wanted a black heart on my red and my pink stripes. Just felt like it was appropriate. All right. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take our sponge, we're gonna apply it on here, just like we did a while ago, taking off the majority. I'm actually gonna get probably a little denser in the middle and work my way out. And it's kind of funny, I don't have any heart stencils. I had like everything under the sun but a heart. I was like, really? Can you believe it? Now you could totally, if you don't have anything to cut your shapes out, you do have scissors or an X-Acto knife. You can totally draw something, let's say on a manila folder, and cut out a stencil. Easy peasy. You don't have to have any special tools. Okay. Get that on there. I also like the black. I felt like white would be just too, I don't know, it might take me too many coats to cover white going over the vibrant red and pink. And I feel like black just works for this project. You'll see. It's perfect. I love it. Maybe it's the anti-Valentine, right? Alrighty. And this is Baltic black. Okay, I don't think I said it. So Baltic black here is what we're using. It's a wonderful, dark, deep black. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and rip this off and hope we did all right. Woohoo! My transfer tape worked just fine. So if you're in a pinch, you can use your transfer tape. All right, so now we have a lovely black heart on our beautiful Polynesian pink and Russian red background. All right, we're gonna get that out of my way. All right, so let's hit this with the dryer a little bit real quick. We put it on thin enough that it's going to be a little quicker to dry than if I were just painting it on. All right, so next we're gonna do is play with our rich gold. Now, I've already shaken this, stirred this, all that good stuff. See how beautiful that is? Gorgeous stuff. So we're gonna play with our rich gold, because you can't have a black heart without some gold, right? So we're gonna add, let me see how we wanna do those. We're gonna add some wings up here and there. So we're gonna, hopefully they won't be hanging off. And then we'll have that crown. We're actually gonna float the crown up above. We were gonna put it to the side, but I feel like my wings are gonna be kind of in the way. So we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants on this one. So let me get my wings, because I don't want to have them down here. That'd be kind of weird. All right. Okay, and I might be off centered a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Nothing's ever perfect, right? And this was a queen bee. There's a little bee on this guy. I love him, but today we're going to use this as our wings. So we're going to have some wings here. Make sure I like there. And right there. We'll do that. So I'm just going to see that black poking out just a hair and go right there. I think we're good with that. Okay, we've already, like I said, we've already shooken, stirred. This is rich gold, and I'm just going to use what's in my lid or on my saran wrap. So you won't need a whole lot of paint for this project. So this is a great crafty project you can go do with your kids, your sweetheart, your not sweetheart, whatever you want. Okay, we're just going to pat that on. And I don't want them really, really opaque, so we're going for really sheer application there. So there's my little heart there, or my wings there on my heart. Okay, I'm going to make sure that it's nice and clean on the back, so I don't transfer any gold here in the middle. I'll be kind of sad because I like my nice black heart. Okay, let's get this guy. Just want to make sure he's kind of in the same position. Okay, and there. Okay. It's one of those things you kind of hold your breath and you kind of move it around. Yeah, that's what I do. All right, let's see. Kind of have to wing it. Y'all, I've got corny jokes for days. All right, so we got our next wing here. All right. Again, I didn't want it super duper dark. I just want to kind of fade it in. There we go. We got my heart, or my wings on my hearts. Perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna wipe the back of this again, just in case there's any excess gold. What is that? Get off. That's a little gold. We'll fix that. I think it's a piece of gold. We'll get that off. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and get, all right, so I had been thinking about, I'm just going to kind of overlap that a little bit, just a tad. All right, we're gonna get that, just overlapping that just a tad bit. And I'm lining that up here in the middle. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get our gold here. Alrighty, so we're going to start at the top of this one. I'm going to work my way down. And so you could take any stencil you have and just tape off what you don't want exposed, right? Easy peasy. Go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry here a second. So I'm gonna have it just a tad more gold. All right. And that is all she wrote for that. We're just gonna lift that right up. So we've got that done. Let me get this. We've got a little bit of, I don't know, I think when I opened my gold, I might have got some gold pieces on it, but I'll get those off in a jiffy. All right, so you guys, let me flip this up for you. Hey guys. All right, so we have our black heart. I love it. It's so not the traditional Valentine's kind of theme. It's perfect for me. I love the Russian red and Polynesian pink mixed in with the Baltic black, and of course rich gold. You can't not have gold with it. So it's perfect. Like I said, it's not your traditional, but nobody has to be traditional. I love the red and the pink together. I would love that on a piece of furniture. I think that would be fabulous. So you guys, super easy. I hope you feel confident in doing the stripes. Like I said, they're the easiest things you can do. Just put them down, put your little guide down. Remember, just have your little guide. This little guy right here. If you accidentally pull it and make him a little warped, get a new piece of tape. That's all. So you guys have a great night. Happy painting.